here, and I'm back with another quick tips with Abby video for you. I have been working on a project, and I made this flower with part of the fabric from the bolt that I purchased, and I thought, I want to share this with everybody in case you maybe don't know to use that part of the fabric when you purchase it. I'm not sure if you scrap it or if you toss it away or whatever, but I thought this would be a really fun video to share with you. This flower I think is super adorable, and what I used was a little fringe that was off of this fabric that I'm using for a book. This is the material, and on the edge I've already cut it. But this is the edge, it's on the edge of the material like this, and I pulled this one out just to show you what I'm talking about. I don't know what this is technically called, if it's just the fringe. If any of you ladies watching know, please feel free to comment and let me know, because I want to make sure I'm calling things by the proper name. But for sake of this video, we'll just say it's kind of like the fabric fringe, I guess. So I wanted to share with you how you could make this flower really easily. So since I have some of the brown left, I thought I used it all, but I found some more. So I thought I would just show you how to make the same flower with this material here. So I'm going to pull this off to the side, and I'm going to zoom you in real close so you can take a peek at how I'm making the flower. Oops, wrong way. I do have a video on my channel I made quite a while ago with my daughter on how to make certain kinds of paper flowers and whatnot, and this is the same technique. So all I did was just took a piece of cardstock. You can freehand cut a circle, which is what I did. You can pull a hole punch, whatever you want to do. It's on a scrap piece of paper. You can use the gloobers, the big glue dots, and I'll show you what those look like. These are the huge glue dots. The ones I happen to have are 2 inches in diameter. You of course can cut it down if you want it to be smaller. You can use adhesive glue. You can, like the Beacon 3-in-1, whatever kind of adhesive you want to use. I prefer to use score tape on these because I can choose the size and width I want if I'm not making one that's 2 inches like that glue dots brand that I just shared with you. So I'm just going to grab my strips, which I've already cut from the fabric because I was, making a project with the fabric itself. And you're just going to really easily just kind of push this down here, and then you're just going to kind of do this, kind of lift in kind of a fold, like a fan fold kind of a pattern. And you want to kind of press a little bit hard because this material is a little bit thicker than just using like some of the Italian crepe paper that I've used before that you can purchase from Mona Me Gabby, or if you're using, ribbon or some type of sheer material that's a little bit lighter to manipulate. And actually what I end up doing, I'll share with you on this video because I'll need to do it for this one as well. And when you come to the end, you just tuck that piece in, and then you can see that's how I'm starting to get the flower. I'm just going around the edges and pushing it down, pushing it up, and make like a little fan fold. So that's what I mean by that. And obviously I don't need this big of a piece to finish the center, but I'll show you how to finish that. So since this material is a little bit thicker, a little bit stiffer, I'm just going to take my Beacon 3-in-1, and I'm just going to squirt a little bit in the center here. And this is going to act as an additional binder for my strip of fabric here. So, and as you can see how it's popping up right here, that doesn't happen when I use ribbon or the Italian crepe paper, but because this is a little bit thicker, tighter weave, it likes to do that. So you just do the same exact thing, and I'm actually glad it did that because I wanted to show you that on camera, and it stayed down initially. So we'll just put a little bit in there. Perfect. I'll get my lid back on, so some goop all over my desk, and then you just go back and you just press down again just like you did before. Just make that same pleating motion, and then just kind of hold this for a quick second, and then that will keep that little bit down for you once you get that glue in there. So, and now what we're going to do is just repeat the same exact process. Sorry, I was off camera. All I did was just push it down. You're just going to repeat the same process that you did with this part, but just in the center. So let me just go ahead and go here, and we're just going to press. And we're just going to do the same thing. And I apologize, it's kind of hard to see because I have to have my fingers here in the center. And then obviously I don't need this much, so you just kind of, guesstimate how much you want to cut off. And I'm going to trim a little bit here. We'll do it right about there. And then I'm just going to add a little bit more of that Beacon 3-in-1 glue right in the center because I've already covered up what I had with that first bit of fabric. And it's okay if it gets on the bottom edge a little bit because we're going to be putting something in there as a center, so you won't see it anyway. And you're just going to take this last little bit and then just kind of fold it up. Sorry, make sure I'm on camera here, and kind of go in the center like that. So now what I've done is I've already picked out a button that I want to use in the center for this. I'll get this little edge to poke in right there. There we go. kind of hold that just for a quick second. So you can use like a piece of a rhinestone, a piece of a bling. I'm going to just kind of get into my buttons that I have here. So my vintage buttons that I'm working on. And these buttons are actually really cool because these are from my grandma's stash. That was given to me right before she passed away, so they mean a lot to me. So I think what I'll do is we'll probably use this little one right here. You can use a larger one like this if you wanted, which would probably look pretty good, or we can try this smaller one. I wanted to use this one. I was gonna do a demo on the denim fabric I showed you because I didn't think I had any more of this left, but I do. So, but before I put that down, this is gonna bug me. I want to make sure that end is, see how that end is showing right here? The end strip, which is fine, but I don't want it to show. I don't want that showing. So I'm going to flip this over on itself and kind of tuck it in, and that gets rid of that little edge right there. I just think it gives a little bit cleaner of a look. And I'm just going to drop a little bit more adhesive in the center. Again, you could use just score tape, you could use glossy accents, your fabric tack, whatever adhesive you prefer to use is what you can do. So now I'm just going to plop this button right here in the center. Really cool to put like a little bit of netting or something behind there too, but I don't have any of that readily available, and I don't want to make this video too super long. I'm trying to keep them within, 5 to 10 minutes at the most. Let me just kind of get this a little bit covered up over there. Hold it down just for a quick second. You could even use your glue gun too if you wanted to grab your glue gun, but I don't have mine out and available at the moment. So there you go. So there is that really quick and easy flower using the side, the fray from the fabric when you buy a bolt or just a couple yards or whatever. So I just wanted to share that with you ladies really quickly. And then here's the first one I made before I got on camera. I just added some of these little cute little bonbons from Monomi Gabby in there. So these are some really fun, cute fabric flowers that you can make using the scraps off your bolt or your yardage of fabric. So I just want to share that with you ladies. If you've done this before, please comment below and let me know, because I'd love to hear. Or if you use the edge of your fabric for something other than flowers, I would love to hear that as well. Thanks so much ladies. Happy crafting, happy planning, and happy scrapping, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.